if there are nurse leaders listening today and they're like, okay, I feel like this is maybe a way that I can like help with the morale and retention on my unit is by like giving nurses more opportunity to make real impact and let their voices be heard. How can nurse leaders start to do that for their staff?
I have some good ideas about that. So I'm thinking particularly about a nurse leader role that I had in a very large hospital system, running a very large emergency department that was doubling in size right when COVID became a thing. And so, it was really important at that time. And it's still, it's not that it's not important now, but to listen to what everyone had to say. And so I worked with the nurse managers that were in the department, and I was actually the nurse director at that time, and talked about, okay, we need to take all the feedback that we can get from people and have some way to document it. And so we actually created a spreadsheet that had all the information and the feedback we were given, basically what the status of it was. And, I'm a big fan of action plans. So if you get information or you have a meeting, what's the follow-up, by who, by when, and then you track these things. Because if you don't track anything, you can't measure it. And you certainly can't say that anything ever got done. And so I think, that's been one of the most effective ways that I've found is to be able to have some sort of tracking mechanism and then actually share it with the people who brought the ideas forward. Where are we with that? Or is it in progress? Is it something we absolutely can't do right now, but we're going to like put it on our capital list, or do we have to put it in the parking lot? Or are we going to be able to resolve it by, next week? And so I think that, that goes back to how important communication is, and that really it's a two-way street, and that you don't want people to feel like they're bringing information forward and it just goes into a black hole.